Bleh.
I'll go see 7, but I kind of don't care where they take it because I feel like I'm going to be let down. I feel like this trilogy, this story, this whole version of Scream universe kind of needs to get wrapped up. And then they got to wait a couple years, at least a couple years, unfortunately. So they could, I feel like the only, and I said this about number 5, the only way they can really freshen it up is to do something completely different. And they probably going to have to New Nightmare this bitch up, you know, like,
I'm
listen,
down for that.
imagine
I'm
this.
down for that.
They're making, let's say, in this movie, they're making a new Scream movie, and all the cast members are you know, out and about, and it's kind of like making Stab in 3, but making Scream in the real life,
in the real world. I love
And
that.
now,
They're on the
listen
Drew
to
Barrymore show. There you go.
They could be on the Drew. Yeah, Drew can be back. Everyone can come back in some way, and then this way the fans can get what they want. Stu can finally be the killer, and his motive is they killed me off, and Billy gets to come back, and I don't. Fuck you guys.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh my god. That is a silly idea, but I like it.
I mean, how do they, like, if they just continue in this universe with these characters, it's gonna get boring. It's already getting boring. Like, they need to do something completely different. They need to switch it up, and that's the only way I can think of doing it. Even though Wes Craven kind of perfected that in New Nightmare, it's still, I can't imagine anything else.
I honestly, I think you just need to reboot completely and just start.
Yeah, but they tried that with the TV show, and we've already forgotten about that.
But you know, I actually enjoyed
it, but I don't remember anything about it now. I don't care that much.
You know what?
It was honestly, like 2 movies attached to it too, I believe.
Give it you know, give it a decade or something and let it all rest, and then you literally could bring it back. You could bring it back, and you could just literally.
It's got to be a new set of writers and a new direction, though. Like, but these Radio Silence trilogies got to wrap up, do what they're gonna do.
You want to know something? I honestly think no, but I think you need to just go back. I know this is going to sound like blasphemy, but like, this is the way it is with any literary characters and how it's going to be, in the sense, you know, you just got to go back and start it over with Billy Loomis and Sidney.
Oh, like do a real remake?
Just do like a real, I know that sounds blasphemous, but like, you know, divorce yourself a minute from your attachment to the original stuff and just think about it from the sense of like, how are they possibly going to continue this in any sort of way now, let alone scrapping what they have now to start even anew. Look at the Halloween series and how just absolutely jacked up it is as a result of all the ridiculousness that they do. It's like, they would just need to go back and start from the beginning. And obviously that presents its own set of problems, because part of what made Scream work is that we didn't know who the killer was. And so if we know that Billy Loomis,
here's the other, how about this? Remake it, but from the angle where you can take a step back and see Roman masterminding the whole thing from the beginning.
Oh, that would be
like
phenomenal.
Here's another idea.
I would love that.
Here's another in-universe idea.
In my
like,
fan
from
film.
his point of view, from Roman's the whole show.
Here's how they can do it.
Point of view.
Yeah.
Here's how they could do it without doing a remake is, and I thought maybe they were going to go into this direction with like, what's his name being this filmmaker in this one, Richie,
yeah,
right? Like, which again is like, where does that plot line go? What if there's leaked footage of all these killings from all the Scream, you know, like what if Roman was there with a video camera in the background somewhere filming stuff from the first movie? You got like the stuff from the 4th movie with the webcam. Like, what if all this leaked footage came out and someone was screening that at the Scream Theater Museum? Hello. You know, like there could be something on that angle, and that could bring it more into the meta, like,
yeah, that actually would have been really
media.
Cool if that was playing, because amongst all the evidence, because even in 2 there was Gale and Dewey find the videotape of
right.
Like,
there's videos of all these.
So there's a lot of video
real life
from
video.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Yeah, going back to your idea about starting it from chronological order, Roman
Starting
at mom's doorstep.
With Maureen.
Yeah, with Maureen.
We don't
everything
talk
from the
about
beginning.
Roman enough. He's the real killer.
Well, in my fan film 25 years after Woodsboro, they are making a Stab TV show, which I am sort of surprised they haven't talked about horror TV, because TV is king now. But yeah, that they talk about how
comment on that
the story of Stab, the TV series, you know, and again, that's kind of making fun of Scream, the TV series, is starting the show with like Maureen opening the door, and it's Roman saying, "Hey, Mom," and she slams the door in his face. He finds Billy. Like, so yeah, I'm all for seeing a version where it's chronological.
That whole season starts off with that him befriending Billy. So Billy, it's like Billy and Roman in season 1.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, and then at the end of season 1 is when Billy starts dating. He starts dating Sydney. Maureen is murdered. Stu, Billy lets Stu into the whole thing. And hands down, you have to see, there has to be some sort of like thing going on between Stu and Billy, because there is there's other love. There is love there that
or at
is
least
not
between
platonic.
one of them and the other. I think
Why
it's all
did
in
you-
Stu's mind more.
He said no, but Stu says peer pressure. But why else would you kill? What is another reason why you kill? You kill for love. You kill for love. He loved Billy. And so I think that like
maybe
that
Roman
would be,
loves Billy too.
Well, whatever. In any case, that's a whole other thread in like a TV show series that could be pulled at. Like there's just so much.
I love
there
that.
is so much that you could do.
And you can learn more about Mrs. Loomis before she was killer Mrs. Loomis. And you know, like there's a lot of good adult parent drama with the cheating and more of Cotton Weary. You know, there's actually a really cool way to talk more about before what we saw. But that would be like a full-on remake origin.
Well, that's kind of what Stab 3 was,
man. It would work. It would work. And then you got Dewey. Dewey is he's brand new on the job.
Yeah.
You know, Gale, Gale's writing the book. Sydney is, obviously you see Sydney and Billy's relationship. Like you see them meet, you see them sort of like things start to.
And you could introduce Sam and Tara's mom, I guess, as like a side character.
Oh,
who's flirting with Billy.
You could. And how about this?
We gotta move it back and see that relationship with Billy.
The whole thing starts off, or we see what happens between Randy and Sydney before, in the sense of like Randy clearly has a flame for Sydney. And he's getting the nerve to like ask her to like the middle school dance or whatever, like the freshman dance or something. Yeah. And like, he can't do it or something, or in some way, shape or form, like he loses his nerve and he doesn't do it. And then she ends up kind of like Can't Hardly Wait, where, she goes up, Jennifer Love Hewitt goes off with the dude, football jock, and he ends up guiding her, and then they end up together, and Ethan Embry is just left pining, like something like along
Ethan Embry is still in the world.
Embry.
Thank you.
Yes, he is. He's being digested for 1,000 years.